Hello friend, I hope all are doing well. Today we learn direct and indirect speech. It's a concept of narration. So let's just start without delay. First, direct speech. What is direct speech? The direct speech, that means direct speech shows the exact words spoken by a person. For example, she said, I am tired. The words are written exactly as she said them. And what is indirect speech? Indirect speech, that means indirect speech tells the meaning of the words, not the exact word. For an example, she said that she was tired. The words are engaged, but the meaning is the same. That means we exchange the word, but meaning same to same. Let's see the simple rules. Direct speech used comma. Thereon, indirect speech does not use comma. That is often used. Remove the comma from the direct sentence and use there that. Next, pronoun and tense may changed. Fourth number, pronoun change rules. It's called SON, son. S stand for subject, O stand for object, N stand for no change. That means subject first person, object second person, no change third person. When in the direct speech sentence there has first person, for example I and we, so it's changed according to the subject. So first person I and we. So for an example, first example, he said I work hard. So here subject is he, I is first person. So how it's converted into indirect speech? He says that he works hard. Changes according to the subject of the reporting verb. Next, C, object. Object, it's called second person. Second person, you. Example, he says to me, you work hard. So here he is a subject, me it's object, and you it's a second person. So according to changes to, see the example of indirect speech. He tells me that I work hard. So here change second person according to the object. So I convert, changed into you, convert and changed into I. Changes according to the object of the reporting verb. Direct speech, there has reporting verb and a reported speech. I here mention there it's a reporting verb and it's a reporting speech. A reporting verb, that means who's a speak, and a reported speech, that means he speak on which point, which things. It's called reported speech. It's a C. Next, no change third person, he, she, it, they. He says to me she works hard. It's example. So here she is a third person. So whenever third person has in the direct speech sentence, so don't change it into indirect speech sentence. For example, indirect speech sentence, he tells to me that she works hard. So here no change. Let's see rules one by one. So rule number 5. So I have already covered rule 4. So rule 5, use of say, tell, says to, say to, said to. And it's a convert into the format. Just to say to convert, change into tell, says to change to convert into the tells, said to into the told, and said change to said. That means, for example, he says to me, you work hard. It's a direct speech. Indirect, he tells me that I work hard. So here he says to me, you work hard. Here make a sentence, he tells me that I work hard. Here change to tells, and according by the tense here change the sentence. Let's see. And here one things I want to tell you, the conjunction use here that. Next, rule number 5, reporting verb is in present or future tense, so do not change. So future and present tense, which reporting verb? Says, will say, tells, will tell. Says in the present, will say in the future, tells in the present, will tell in the future. Whenever reporting verb is in the present and future tense, so do not change the tense in reported speech. Important point. For example, he says, I come here. He says, I come here. He says that I come here. Next, rule number 6, if a reporting verb is in past tense but the reported speech shows universal truth, Adams, phrase, habitual action, or historical fact, then the tense of reported speech also does not change. Same as it is same present and future tense, reported verb not to change as it is here, universal truth, Adams, phrase, habitual action, historical facts, then the tense of reported speech also does not change. Example, he said the sun is a star. Indirect, he said that. Why use here that? Because the conjunction, the sun is a star, no tense change, no sense change. Universal truth, as it is copy paste, only mention that. Next, rule number 7, change in time and place. So first we see now, change into then or at that time. Next, ago, before, this, that, these, those, there, there, today, that day, tonight, that night, tomorrow, the next day or the following day, yesterday, the previous day, the day before, next week, the following week, next month, the following month, last, the previous. Next, either, thither, hence, thence, come, go. But keep in mind, but reporting verb in present future, please do not change. It's an exception. If a reporting speech, not a change but when. The reporting verb in present and future tense, that time, please don't change the reporting speech and those all word as it is copy paste. Let's move example. So first example, I am busy now. I am busy now. So here he said that he was busy then, now, then. Next, tomorrow, the next day, the next day, yesterday, the previous day. See the example, I will call you tomorrow. She said that she would call me the next day. I finished my work yesterday. Here, indirect, I said that I had finished my work the previous day. Don't worry, you only focus here. The place and time change into other word because the grammatically rules I will tell in the next slide. Let's see change in tense when The reporting verb in past tense and the reported speech is not a universal truth, items, phrase, habitual action, or historical fact. You must change the tense backward according to these simple pattern. Direct speech also in the present and indirect speech into the past. That means here we clarified indirect speech should be or must be put into the past tense. That matter factor is it clear? Every sentence should have or must have in the past tense of indirect speech, but exception that a sentence hasn't in universal truth, items, phrase, habitual action, or historical fact. If those types of exception not inside the sentence, so you must be changed the tense according to the simple pattern, which pattern I share with you now. So first, simple present change into simple past, present continuous change into past continuous, present perfect change into past perfect, present perfect continuous change into past perfect continuous, simple past change into past perfect, past continuous change into past perfect continuous, past perfect same no change. That means past perfect as it is same past perfect, not a changement in the tense. I'm talking about the tense, but whenever the word there, rule number 7 say change in a time and place. If they are in that sentence have word these, here, today, tonight, yesterday, tomorrow, next week, come, hence, either, so you must be changed according to the rule number 7 I already taught you. So let's see where we has past perfect change into the past perfect, no change here. Next, future simple will change into would, future continuous will be changed into should be or would be, can, could, may, might, must, had to. Next, rule number 9, interrogative sentences. So interrogative sentence there are two types. First, yes no questions, and second, WH family questions. So let's see first yes no type questions. Questions that start with a helping verb, MSR, was, were, shall be, will be, have, has, do, does, did, etc. That question called yes no type question. And when those types of questions has in the direct speech, that time use their conjunction if or whether. Keep in your mind whenever helping verb has in direct speech sentences, so you must be use conjunction if or whether instead of that. First rule. First rule you clarify, then you easily solve the sentence. Second rule what says? Second rule say change tense and pronoun follow the standard rules of narration. For example, present become a past. I already told you the rule. Simple present convert into the simple past. Present continuous convert into the past continuous. Present perfect, past perfect. Present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous. Simple past, past perfect. Past continuous, past perfect continuous. Past perfect no change, it's remains past perfect. Same tense will, would, will be, would be, or should be, can, could, may, might, and must, had to. Again I told you. Next we see rule number 3, change sentence structure. This is most important. If you understand the structure, you definitely find out exact answer of the direct speech, because whenever any direct speech has the helping verb plus subject, it's called yes no type questions. For example, he said it to me, are you coming? Let's see here, are you coming? So here helping verb plus subject, whenever helping verb plus subject, that call yes no types of question. Now I think you easily understand, and it's convert into the subject plus helping verbs. That means you pick up subject and put the first and then helping verb. Thereon you easily solve the questions. Means when subject start the sentence, it's change the sense of the sentence, and it's called simple sentence. Whenever helping verb say no, I stand in front of the sentence, that means it's a call yes no types of questions. And whenever subject say no, I want to stand in the front of the sentence, that time that sentence not a interrogative sentence, that a sentence called affirmative, that means simple sentence. So here whenever in direct speech has the sentence interrogative, so you must be change the mood sense of the sentences. That means subject you should be put the first and then helping verb. Means indirect speech say it subject is important, subject is the important. So here just see example, he said to me, are you coming? It's a interrogative sentence yes no type, because are you are helping verb first, yes no type questions. Close your eyes, pick up your pen and put on the sentence, because that sentence 100% surely the yes no types of question. Let's see, he asked me. Why use here asked? Because the mood of that sentence, it's use here asked. What is the mood of that sentence? He said it to me. Okay, he said it to me, are you coming? Are you coming? That means he asked me, are you coming? So I say yes or no. Okay, but when his question, I want to tell to the another person, so that time how we say? I say he asked me, because he asked me whether I was coming. Why I use here whether? Because rule number 2. What say I rule number 2? Rule number 2, I told you, whenever interrogative sentence has the conjunction required there, so use there if or whether. Here rule number 2. Rule number 2, used conjunction if or whether in the interrogative sentence. Okay, let's see, he asked me whether I was coming. So I was coming. Why I changed I? Because you know he talking about me. He said to me, for example, Shivam said it to me. Who's me? I am a Pankaj. So Shivam said it to me, are you coming? That means he asked me. He asked me whether I was coming. When I that question, that information share with my instructor. So how I say all his sentence structure of his information with my instructor Ramsa. I say, sir, Shivam asked me whether I was coming. So yes no type of questions changed. First you pick up the subject, then helping verb. Next see the WH family questions. WH questions start with the WH family. what, why, whom, when, where. So let's see, WH types of questions start from the WH, but don't use any that, if, whether conjunction, because WH questions would itself act as a connector. That means conjunction. Here one things we learn from that stanza, that sentences, what we learn: conjunction doing a work, conjunction doing a work, the connect two sentences each other. Yeah, conjunction, that means connect a sentence each other. So that use the connect reporting verb and the reported speech in the indirect speech. As it is same in interrogative sentence, whenever SNO types of questions are there, so if and whether connect each other, where reporting verb plus reported speech, both sentences both connect each other. But in the WH types of questions, they are WH family word, it's doing a role of connector. So don't use that, if and whether. Instead of a three word, here use as it is same. If indirect speech start from when, why, what. So as it is same there mentioned. Let's see the example, but change in tense and pronoun follow the structure rule in the narration. Let's see change sentence structure, direct WH types of questions plus helping verb plus subject. That means here we again one things learn. Yes no types of questions start from the helping verb, but WH types of questions start from the WH types of word, means WH word plus helping verb plus subject. That means the structure are same, but they are included what. But what happened here, WH family questions say I am from big family, I am from big family. I not a change into the indirect speech, as it is same. The big family, royal family, supreme family doesn't change their word. That means if a direct sense, direct speech has their WH family word, so in the indirect speech no change, that means no remove the WH word, as it is same WH family word. They are doing a twice role. First role connect each other word, and second role WH word not change its position. In direct speech where is the position? Fifth or fourth number. So WH family word take his same position, not change his seat. His seat in the fourth number during the direct speech, as it is same whenever we make a sentence of the indirect speech, that time again it's a seat number 4, not a change. It's best things we learn here. Second, the structure are WH word plus helping word plus subject. Let's see example. He said to me, when are you coming? Let's see when WH are helping verb and you subject. Let's see in that speech WH word plus subject plus helping verb. That means what we did in the yes no types of questions. We did in yes no types of questions. So firstly, whenever we changed direct into the indirect speech, there first we put subject there on the helping verb and change our sense of that sentences. But here, as it is same we do, but when after WH family word, that means first we pick up the WH family word because it's essential, second subject, and third helping verb. So let's see one by one. Example, first we see the example. He said to me, when are you coming? And convert how we say, he asked me when I was coming. So here not conjunction use here, not that, if and whether. So we used here when because rule number 2 as it is same here. Let's see. Combine rules of WH questions and yes no types of questions. Change the reporting verb said to into asked, questioned, inquired or interrogated. For example, asked. Those words were used. If said to here, so we changed into the asked. If they are said to, then questioned. If inquiry, the mood of the sentence in the inquiry mood, use inquired. He inquired. The mood of sentence in interrogated, use there interrogated. Remove punctuation. That means punctuation and use there full stop. Question mark remove and use there full stop. Next, respectfully word. Sir, madam, your honor. So remove those words and into indirect sentence and add the word respectfully. That means when we speak, sir, please come here, sit here. Sir, please come here and to take a seat. Yes, sir, please. So they show the respect when we speak a sir or madam. Whenever we doing a respect of that person. For example, you on the bus and you going Pune to Satara district. So that time all seats were full, no one space available in the bus. And senior citizen immediately get on the bus and they have the space. So how you say, sir, please take a seat and you stand there. That means you given a respect to that senior citizen. So that reason, sir or madam whenever has those words into the direct speech sentences, so there we must be removed and showing in the indirect speech, yes, I did respect to that person because which action happened in the past, that action you share with your colleagues, friends and the third person. Whatever you happened in your past means that time you were present, that time the tense was present, but whenever you share that information to the third person, so that time tense not present, that time tense has in the past tense. So you speak with that person in which mood, which sense. So that time we must be use the sense. If the word of the sentence, your action which happened in the past, the mood of your action in the advice, mood of your action ordered, mood of your action respectfully, the mood of your action questioner is mood of your action in the inquiry. So you must be use instead of said to, there asked questions, inquiry and interrogated and respectfully. So sir, madam is there, so remove the word sir, madam and use there respectfully. Next, affectionate word. For example, whenever your mother, father, your lover, your wife and your friends, you speak with them and there has the dear, darling, my beloved, remove those words and showing the lovingly or affectionately. That means remove those words. If any sentence has the word dear, so it's a feelings, it's a lovingly feelings, it's a affectionately, it's called affectionate. Dear, darling, my love, my beloved. That means those feelings, those words called lovingly feelings, the mood of lovingly, the mood of affectionately. So you must be changed there. Next we see the example. First is no types of questions. So first example, he said to me, are you coming? So here changed the tense. He asked me whether I was coming, because I already told you whether is here, because yes no types of questions. Whether I was coming, changed tense. Continue tense, present continue tense, are you coming, that means here only changed subject first, then helping verb in indirect, and coming ing, am is are plus ing, that means present continuous tense. Here convert into the past continuous tense. Next C sentence, WH questions. So he said to me, when are you coming? So you start from the indirect speech. He asked me, because asked, where are you coming, when are you coming, he asked me. It's a feeling, you just check it, the mood of the sentence, sense of the sentence. The sentence sense is showing the ask. He asked me when, because here not use conjunction if and whether, direct use when I was coming. Why use I? Because are you coming, so change to you, because he asked about me. Are you understand? He asked about me, so that reason I use here. And I was coming, because the sentence of a direct speech in the present continuous tense, and the sense changed of the tense into the past continuous tense. Next, present continuous to past continuous. He said to me, what are you doing now? So I already told you, now convert into the then. So changed here, asked what he was, and then let's see. She said to me, reporting verb, how you convert? She asked me, because said to convert into the asked, sense of questions, mood of the questions, in asking questions, asking type of mood of that sentence. So she asked me what he was doing then. Why use then? Because now convert into the then, and question mark convert into the full stop. Okay, so WH plus subject plus helping verb. Keep in your mind, indirect speech, first WH word, then subject, then helping verb. Keep in your mind. Next, past perfect tense. He said to me, did you instead to come with me? Again, he said to me, did you intend to come with me? Have you your intent? Did you your intent to come with me? That means he asked you, did you intend? So how you changed? He asked me if. Why use here if? If, whether, both are same, not wrong or right, but here we use if. He asked him if he had intended to come with him. Why is your him? Because he talking about him. He talking about not me. He talking about him. Means he, that means Rajesh, and he, that means Suresh, and I, that means Pankaj, and I, Pankaj, share that information to Aman. Means here four person are different, first person, second person. I am observer, and the receiver, who's getting information? Receiver Aman is a receiver. So Shivam said to Chaudhary, what said? Did you intend to come with me for a movie? Okay, so here changed. He asked him, that means Aman and me known both of us, both of them. So he said to him, that means Shivam asked Chaudhary if he had intended to come with him for a movie. I understand. That means that sentence, whenever we convert into the indirect speech, that time you just check it, the mood, sense, and feelings of that sentence, what exactly said. And why use here had intended? Because you know, past, simple past sentence convert into the past perfect tense, and past perfect tense helping verb has their had plus verb third form. Okay, next, here showing the example structure, sentence sense asked. Next, conjunction use there if, then subject plus simple past, then subject. Okay, here then simple past convert into the past perfect. Okay, then next he, me convert into the him, and the simple past into the past perfect of structure is had plus verb 3. Next, respectfully address and negative answer. Complex sentence. For example, he said to her, madam, can I help you? She said no. That means all this is all sentence. Okay, so how we convert into the indirect speech? He asked her respectfully, because here changed madam, that means respectfully. If, why I use here if? Keep in your mind, whenever sir madam has in the sentence, so that time first we give the respectfully, then use the conjunction. Don't you use the conjunction before the respectfully. It's permanent, keep in your mind. So he asked her respectfully if he could help her. She answered in the negative. She said no, she answered in the negative. If she said yes, so she answered in the positive. Only one thing's here. Next, rule number 10, imperative sentence. So imperative sentence, that means express an order, request. It's called experative sentence. For example, go away, please help, don't do that. Example, he said to me, go away. He said to me, go away. There has showing the order. He ordered me to go away. How I say? For example, here my instructor said to me, go away. How I say? My instructor ordered me to go away. That means we here learn why use to conjunction here, because one things we identify whenever the sentence has order, request, that means imperative sentence, so that time we must be use conjunction to. And in imperative negative sentence whenever has there, so first we use not before the conjunction. Okay, and remove the helping verb. That is important. Let's see. Said to into words that match the mood of the sentence. First I told you, first we check the mood of the sentence. The sentence has in which mood? If sentence has mood of ordered, so use their ordered. For polite request, so use their requested. So if for a negative command or prohibition, so use their forbid. If the mood of sentence for suggestion, so use their suggested. For advice, so use their advised. Listen. Whenever you used their word ordered, suggested, advised, forbade, requested, so that word must be has in the third form, verb third form. Are you understand? That means verb third form, it's required to there, not use their ordered. Okay, next use the conjunction that instead of a to. That means before we make a sentence in the yes no types of questions, we use their conjunction if and whether instead of that. There on in the WH family questions, we use their conjunction WH family word instead of that if or and whether. When affirmative sentence, simple structure over there, so that time we use that. But whenever imperative sentence is there, so that time we must be used to. Why use to? Because that sentence is not a interrogative sentence. That sentence hasn't simple sentence, because that sentence is showing the order, showing their mood of advice, types of mood, advice, respectfully mood. Got it? Means that sentence mood are very different manner types of, that's called imperative. In the imperative sentence, there first we say conjunction to. Always use the first form of the word. Keep in your mind, whenever you use to, that time always use first form of the word. Next, negative command, prohibition. Negative command, it's called prohibition, helping verb removed, and use there not plus to plus verb first form. That means don't changed into not to. Okay, don't go to there, don't go to there. So how you change? Not to go there. I understand. Let's see example. Negative command. Negative command. She said to me, do not come here. She said to me, do not come here. Here has two types of. First, using forbid. She forbade me to come here. Forbid is obviously negative word. So you don't use not again. Okay? When if you have two options of that sentence, using forbid and using order word, means it's a mood of that sentence is ordered, but ordered is there, but there has a two mood. First ordered plus negative interrogative correction plus negative imperative sentence. So that reason here make a two sentences. She forbade me to come here. So you don't use here not again, because forbade it's sense not. Forbade that means the negative things, negative sense. Next, using order plus not. How? She ordered me not to come here, means sentence direct sense. She said to me, do not come here. Change in direct speech. She ordered me not to come here. Here short trick. Always together, together forever. Whose? Not plus two. Whenever imperative sentence came, that time imperative negative sentence came, that time keep in your mind, first we put check the sentence mode. Okay, you find out the mode order, you just say she ordered me. Then you check the reporting speech correction. Reported speech has in the negative sense, negative mode, so you remove the helping words, pick up not, put before the conjunction, use conjunction to, and as it is copy paste a sentence and write down. Next, order with time change. Order with time change. So order with time change, that means he said call the first witness now. She ordered them to call the first witness. Listen, so here change now into the then, because I already told you. Next, conjunction use here always to conjunction use. Next, them, because them it's an object there. He said call the first witness now, that means it's a simple things. He said to whose? He said to them. Definitely, because there has the public, peoples are there, their police is there. If a judge said to police, judge said to police call the first witness now, that means it's order. He ordered to police. Correction, whenever you use ordered, don't use there too. So he, that means a judge ordered police to call the first witness then. Got it? Next, order why use mode of the sentence. Next, mixed command, positive plus negative. So how we make a sentence? He said spread the clothes in the sunlight and do not wash anything else. That here first we see spread the clothes in the sunlight. In the sunlight, why use here in? Why use here in is preposition? Because sunlight, whenever you stand, that time where you stand, whenever you stand on the open ground and immediately sunlight came, so that time you stand in sunlight. So that reason here preposition use in. So let's see. He said spread the clothes in the sunlight and do not wash anything else. That means it's showing the sentence of mood in the order. So you just see he ordered him. Why use here him? Because he speak with any person, speak with anything, any person is there available. He speak with, for example, father. Father said to Rohan. Okay, yeah, Rohan's father said to him. So that time means Rohan is available, father is there available, and you observer, you listener. So here make a sentence in indirect speech. He ordered him to spread the clothes in the sunlight and not to wash anything else. That means why use here not to? Because here don't, do not. And I told you when start the sense of the sentence from the helping word plus not. So you must be remove the helping verb and use there not plus to. Remove helping verb, use there to, and change the place. Not first, then to. Move. Next, military command. Military command. The captain said to the soldier, stand at ease. Okay. So convert. The captain ordered. Captain ordered the soldiers to stand is. Why use here to? Because I already told you whenever the mood of the sentence advise, request, command, ordered, forbade, those types of sentence is imperative sentence, and if imperative sentence their conjunction must be used to. Let's see advice. My mother said to me, help others, but do not expect anything in return. My mother said to me, my mother said to me, Pankaj, help others, but do not expect anything in return. Next sentence. My mother advised me. Why is there? Because always mother, father, grandmother, grandfather given advice to their child, their grandson, their granddaughter. Why? Because for doing the well in their life. It is the experience. Means mother has a experience. So that reason mother said to me, help other, but do not expect anything in return. So whenever that information which my mother said to me, that information whenever I share with my sister, with my father, with my younger brother, younger sister, so that time how I convert, how I say my mother advised me to help other but not to expect anything in return. So here not to why? Because do not in the direct sentences. So that reason I changed to do not, convert into the not to, because do remove from the direct sense. Direct sentence there has the do not, because my mother advised me do not expect. So I changed the sentence sense. Means do not, I removed and not to. Next, rule number 11. Exclamatory sentence. Yes, we see the interrogative sentence, affirmative sentence, as well as now we see the exclamatory sentence, imperative sentence also. So use the conjunction word that. Okay, just to see, we only find out three types of conjunction. First conjunction that, second conjunction if or whether, and third conjunction to. But only one sentence we find out there we didn't use any conjunction. That means a WH family question. WH family sentence, there we use WH types of same word. That means we now understand when WH family word sentences there no conjunction use, because WH family say yes I am a connector, I am a big family member, I am a supreme family member. That means I am doing a in the two play role. First connect the sentence each other. Second things we learn, whenever yes no types of questions, so that time which conjunction use yes or whether. That means if or whether, if or whether. Okay. Then imperative sentence when you use, when sentence mood has in the advise, respect, ordered, That means those types of sentence mood there we use conjunction too. But exclamatory sentence, wow, hooray, alas, phi, ugh, wow, whoa, those types of sentence. So that time we use that. Means conjunction is it same. Only two things we must be things in our mind. First things, imperative sentence and interrogative sentence. Imperative sentence came, so use there to, and interrogative sentence came, use there if and whether. Two things in my mind. Second things, in interrogative sentence there are two types of questions. Yes no types, use there if and whether, and WH family no conjunction use. Okay, conjunction matter killed. Next, let's see use conjunction that instead of the if and whether, because here not if whether use, here use that. In the exclamatory sentence, let's say change the reporting verb on the emotion. Now here emotion, mood, emotion of the sentence. You just pick up the emotion, but how you identify the emotion? Identify the emotion only. I will give 5 words. When any person so alas, that means like a sadness. Alas, okay, it's a sadness. Means it happened the situation in his its past and when hurt. Oh my God, means oh my God. That means like sadness. Oh my God, alas, those types of feelings, the feelings of alas, oh my God. That means those moods, the feelings of that word, like a sadness. And that time we use exclaimed with a sorrow. Because sorrow that means sadness. Exclaimed with the sorrow. Exclaimed means like it's connected with our heart. Those types of sentence connect. Exclaimed sentence, that means those types of sentence which comes from our heart, comes from our feelings, our emotion, connect with our heart. Imperative sentence not connect with our heart. Imperative sentence connect with your brain. Advice comes from the brain. Order comes from the brain. Respect comes from the brain. Advice comes from the brain, means brain is equal to imperative sentence. Okay? And exclamatory sentence, that means connect with your heart. When you see the sentence, when you speak with any person, and that time you feel that sentence connect with your heart, it's called exclamatory sentence. Which sentence showing the feelings regarding happiness, disgust, surprised, sadness, all those feelings connect with our heart. And how you identify happiness? That time you not say alas, no, hooray, India won the match. That means its feelings comes from our heart, not comes from our brain. That time not work our brain, that time work our heart. Disgust when happen, you, that means your heart not accept any person. Any person did a mistakes, any person did a wrong in their life, and your heart not accept that person which action happened in their life. So that time how you say? You just say hook fee. That means fee, hook. Those feelings comes from your heart. So it's called disgust, a despise. So that time what you use? Exclaimed with a despise, exclaimed with a disgust. When happiness and wonder comes, so that time often we use hooray and wow. Wow, so sweet, yeah. Wow, it's looking wonderful. Wow, Sachin caught catch. Wow, Sachin strike a six. That means Whenever you are hurt, feel very happy. Your heart feelings very wonderful, and your heart really like that things. So that time we use there said plus wow. So in the indirect speech, there you must be use exclaimed with joy. Next things said plus oh. For example, there comes two feelings happened mistakes from you, so that time you just say oh my god. That means there has a two things. And first surprise, there comes two things, surprise plus mistakes. Whenever happen the mistakes, so that time your elder brother say oh I did it wrong, oh I forget one things. Your mother said to you, Pankaj, bring anything, for example any household work given by your mother. For example, your mother said, yeah, Pankaj brings vegetables from the market, but you forget it. And when you reached at your home, and that time your mother, where is the vegetables? That time you just say, oh I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I forget it. Okay, it's happened the mistakes from you, so that time you just say oh, means it's you, like your heart to say oh my god, that mistakes happened from by me. Okay, and whenever surprised, for example, your mother goes to the market and she bring Cadbury because you like a Cadbury, and your mother bring a Cadbury from the shop. And when she entered in the room, enter into the house, open the door, enter into the house, and that time your mother hold Cadbury on her hand and she show to you and give to you. So that time just to say oh thank you so much. That means it's feelings like surprised feelings, means you didn't guess your mother bring a Cadbury because you not say message to your mother, but your mother without given any information, without given any message, that things did. So that reason you just see the surprise. Why deeply explain exclamatory sentence? Because often we did mistakes during exclamatory sentence structure. That time we didn't identify that word where we connect. When you alas, that time you know it's a sadness feelings, it's a sorrow. When you say wow, that means yeah, exclaimed with a joy, you identify. Next, hooray, that means it's wonderful things, and so exclaimed with joy. Oof, fee, that means you know it's to disgust things. Fee, oof, in two words, fee, oof, disgust things. And oh, you must be check the mood, you must be check the reported speech, because the reported speech after oh, like surprised, so use there surprised. After reported verb, correction, reported speech has in the mistakes, so you there use mistakes. Next, see the example, joy winning. She said hooray, we have won this match. So you know this change into the that. Okay, and have convert into the had, because present perfect tense convert into the past perfect tense. Okay, so won, it's the third form, won as it is same, had. Okay, she exclaimed with joy. Why use here exclaimed with joy? Because I told you, instead of a said, use there instead of a said plus hooray, means a said plus hooray remove. And hooray, oh my god, hooray, that means exclaimed with joy. Your heart has a joyful feelings, so use there exclaimed with joy. She exclaimed with joy that they had won the match. Why use there they? Because we convert into they, you know. Next, wonder, using wonderful things. Let's see, she said how beautiful is the rain. How beautiful is the rain? So let's see. She exclaimed with joy that why use their exclaimed with joy? Because the feelings joyfully. I understand the feelings of her very joyfully. So you just there. She exclaimed with joy that the rain was very beautiful. Often use very during those types of sentence before beautiful, because beautiful always very beautiful. Next, prize and brave, prize and brave. He said, bravo, you have done well. And bravo, that means applauded. Okay, so he said, bravo, you have done well. It's a surety, it's a prize. Applauded, that means prize. The synonyms of a prize is applauded. Applaud. Next, he applauded him, saying that he had done well. Next, surprise. Using what? When word in the sentence has the what, that means it's like surprise. She said, what a pleasant surprise. Converting to the, she exclaimed that it was a pleasant surprise. Okay, rule number 12. Optative sentence. Optative sentence expressing a wish. Expressing a wish, prayer, or blessing. Optative. It's connected with the God. It's connected with the blessing. It's connected with the wish. Wish, praying, God. It's come from the spirit. Your Atma. Heart is not your spirit. Heart are different, brain is different. But optative sentence connect with your spirit. You check the sentence, the mood of the sentence, connect with the spirit, connect with the God. That sentence use conjunction that. Next, said, convert into the wished or prayed. The mood of the sentence has the wished, hopeful, wished, so use their wished, and praying. So God type, so use their prayed. Let's see. God prayed. She said, may God pardon him. That means, may God pardon him. So she prayed that. Prayed means said, removed, and use their prayed. She prayed that, conjunction use that, God might pardon him. May convert into the might. So God might pardon him. Next, wish. They said, long live the king. So here, here hidden may in that sentence, long live the king. It's not a definitely, maybe, kadachit. Okay, it is not definitely happens, it's showing the future sentence. Future, long live the king. They said, long live the king. So they prayed that. Prayed means they prayed that it's contact with the God. So they prayed that the king might live long. Next, rule number 13. No change for specific models. For example, needed not, used to, would rather, would better, had rather, had better. Listen, in that sentence, how you remember? You remember need not, used to. When sentence have the need not and used to, no change, as it is same. Okay, next, would rather. Okay, rather and better, two word you keep in your mind, and use and also would and had rather, would rather, would better, had better, used to, and need not, no change. Example, he said, I used to go to school by bus. So changed, he said that, because conjunction always here that. He said that he used to go to the school by bus. No change, as it is same. Next, rule number 14. Rule number 14. Rule number 14 say past continuous in time cost. Past continuous in time cost. In past continuous tense, if used in a time cost, the tense does not change. What is time cost? Time cost means a part of the sentence describing when something happened, usually starting with why. Tense no change. That means, said, let's see the example. He said to me, while I was studying, you are playing. That means I was studying, that time you are playing. Means whenever any reported speech start from the while. So while showing the two things. While I was studying, you were playing. While I was playing, you were studying. Okay. While I was eating, you were sitting. Okay. As well as while I was studying, you were preparing. That means they're showing the two action simultaneously. Time pause means whenever one person doing one thing, second person doing second things, it's called time pause. And that time pause having the past continuous tense, so that time no change the tense. One things it's very different, and definitely you remember in your mind, because that things have showing the two action. So one things we here and identify, if in any sentence have the two action, so that time two action in the simultaneously. Whenever I doing these things and you are doing other things, but same time, while same time, so that time no change. Means the simultaneously action happened in the past continuous tense, so that time no change. Let's see sentence. He said to me, while I was playing, you were playing. While I was studying, you were playing. Indirect speech. He told me that while he was studying, I was playing. Tense remains same. Next, rule number 15. Past indefinite in time cause again. Start with when. When se start. So that time. He said when I meet him, he was playing. When I was meet him, he was playing. Means past indefinite tense. It's again happened in the past. When I was met him, he was playing. First past indefinite, but second past continuous. So that time when showing the one things, when when word whenever use in the any sentence, so that time not showing two things, that time showing one things also, but to connect with the continuous tense. When showing the past indefinite tense, in every indefinite tense, that time we use when. But whenever we use when, so first indefinite tense and plus connect with the continuous tense. So that time we make a sentence. He said when I met him, he was playing. And to convert into the indirect speech, he said that when he met him, he was playing. Means same remains tense, no change. Conjunction only that. Next, simultaneously action, past indefinite. Two action happen in same time, no change tense. That means one things only remain. Whenever any action happened in the past simultaneously, so that time no change. She said I prepared the tea and he fried the chips. I prepared the tea and he fried the chips. So here she said that she prepared the tea and he fried the chips. Tense remain. Next, historical event, no change. Historical event. For example, he said Gandhiji started the Quiet India movement. Gandhiji started the Quiet India movement. Quiet India movement when start? 5 August 1942. 8 August 1942. And Gandhiji was arrested by British second day of the Quiet India movement, 9 August 1942. So that moment happened already. That means it's a historical moment. It's a definitely held in the history. So no change as it is same. He said that Gandhiji started the Quiet India movement. Next, will shall versus should. You know one thing of will shall. Started rules will shall usually change in word. In would. Will shall usually we change into the would. But exception advice whenever have, so advice is the exception in the sentence. For example, will shall convert into the should for advice and suggestion. Shall for the I or we, and will remain all subject. Okay, let's see. Asking advice, she said to me, what shall I do after the exam? She said to me, what shall I do after the exam? So here she asked me what she should do after the exam. That means we here shall convert into the should. Here she with would, it's right, but here exception because it's advice. Only I and we they have the shall and convert into the should, but other remains subject he, she, it, they. That time we must be use their would. But in that sentence here showing the mood of and the sense of the sentence like advice. So that reason remain here shall should. Next, rule number 19, changing model based on meaning. Sometimes a model like need, could, or must changed entirely to express the meaning of the sentence more clearly. Future necessity. She said, if I get selected, I need not take any exam further. So, convert into indirect speech. She said that if she got selected, she would not have to take any exam further. That means here changed would not have to. Next sentence, past necessity. Past necessity, there has a he said, need I send an email? So past necessity, he said, need I send an email? So convert, he asked me if he had to send an email. That means why use here if? Because it's a which sentence? Yes, no types of questions. So that reason I use here if. And asked why? Because he asked. So that reason. Next, permission and ability. So he said, when I was a kid, I could not go out alone. So convert into indirect speech. He said that when he was a kid, he was not allowed to go out alone. He was not allowed because it's a sense of the sentence most important, like permission and ability. Next, order and duty. So say, she said, Rohit, you must be prudent. So she ordered Rohit to be prudent. So I hope you are deeply understand direct and indirect speech. I provide all information in this video, and definitely you watching this video oftentimes twice thrice time thereon you easily understand direct and indirect speech, because this video provide you all information about every types of sentence, every types of interrogative, and all things I provided here. When we use the conjunction, then when we use the like reporting verb when changed into the different types of words like advise, ordered, whenever sir madam has in the sentence, so that time which word use there. So all information here I provided, and I hope those information very helpful for your upcoming examination, and best of luck for your exam. Thank you so much.